Okay, hey Scott, it's time for your foam roller video. We're going to be going over some of the stuff we're going to be doing in your workouts when I'm doing your Zoom stuff with you. So today it's going to be a lot of the basics that I feel like you requested after our last appointment. So we're going to be going over the upper lower back. We're going to be going into some anterior posterior tilt on the hips. We're going to be going a little bit of hip release, lower back release, quads, hamstrings, and some upper back. I'm just going to kind of roll through them one at a time, give you some basic instruction. If you have any questions or whatnot, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, this is going to be the basic steps. Here we go. Let's fire it up. So we're going to start by sitting down on the roller right here. Okay, and I may kind of adjust my position throughout the video depending on how I'm looking here. So we're going to put the roller into the lower back, lift the hips, come all the way to the top, basically right where the shoulders meet the almost at the cervical spine there. Grab the back of the head, press the elbows in, push the spine into the roller and slowly extend back all the way until you reach where the lower back hits the glutes, right about there. And then pull back down through your feet and press the hips up and roll on back, okay? So that's upper lower back. It's probably the most basic of them all. Next up, we're gonna focus on the release of the pelvis, anterior posterior tilt for your squats, your kettlebell swings, and lunges and so forth, like we discussed in person, or excuse me, over Zoom. So we're going to put the roller into the lower back here. We kind of adjust as I go on the camera. So you're going to drop your shoulders down to the floor, walk your feet in. You're going to lift your butt and move the roller up so it's at the bottom of the rib cage. And from here, we're going to drop the hips down, let the rib cage open up, and pretend like you have a weight on your pelvis that's dragging your pelvis towards the floor. So we're going into an anterior pelvic tilt with the hips flexed, the chest and rib cage up and open, okay, and letting your diaphragm just open up and everything relaxing, letting the shoulders sit comfortably on the floor. Next up, we're going to go into a posterior tilt. We're going to squeeze the tailbone up, force the abdomen down, pressing your spine into the roller and into the floor. Squeezing the glutes again, okay? Press the abs down. This is a posterior tilt to fire the glutes up and release the muscles a little bit of a different way. And then drop those hips again, okay? So this is gonna be anterior tilt, posterior tilt. So this would be the position you're getting into for a squat, and this would be standing up, okay? There you go. So that's those two most basic ones. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of a hip release. So what I'm gonna have you do next is we're gonna go ahead and lay back on the roller one more time. Okay, we're gonna walk back. I'm gonna have you tip your weight to the side, extend your left leg like so, right leg is bent, and we're literally just gonna pull the left leg in, press it out, and lower down. Pull it in, press it out, lower down. So this is a nice little hip release right here, okay? I kind of call this one the frog. You can even make it more dramatic by coming more out to the side to get a little bit more of a release on the wider muscles in the hip, get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch right there. Okay, then go to the other side, same idea. Extend the leg, lift up, pull it in, push it out, bring it down. Okay, this is the frog. Okay, this is a good hip release. I do this one a lot myself. Okay, next up from there, we'll simply go into the hamstring. So, bring the roller to the front. I'm going to shift my angle a little bit here. So now hamstring, go onto the fists or onto the palms. This one's a little bit more straightforward. You're going to roll forward to where the foam roller is sitting between the top of the hamstring and the glute, and then roll straight back. I got to go up on my fist here. Roll straight down, and then come back. And one of the more important things here is to remember to point the toes to the left to accent the different parts of the legs, and then roll up and down a couple of times, okay? And then point the toes to the right. Go up and down a couple of times. This is going to emphasize the inner and outer parts of your thigh on the back side of your leg, okay? So we're going to get that going. Once you're done with that, what we'll do from there is we'll flip over. We'll go into the quads. This one can be pretty painful. So you're going to go down here on the balls of the toes and on the elbows. And from here, we're going to roll forward, right to, not to the top of the knee, but right to at the base of the knee there. And then down as far as you comfortably can go. Roll up and come down. So you can see I'm kind of squeezing my abs and I'm lifting my hips to get that roller down just a little lower. Lifting the hips. You're kind of diving your nose into the floor, okay? Then from here, to release the hip flexor, all you're gonna do is shift your weight onto one side and then roll down even further. So you can see my right knee is like flexed a lot here, and my left one, the roller's sitting right on that hip crease, okay? It's right on the hip crease. And you're just going up and down on that, okay? I'm gonna change the camera angle so you can see that a little bit better on the right side. So we're gonna be hitting the right side, okay? We're gonna come down, go right onto that right hip, bend that left knee, okay? Up and down, okay? Open up that right hip flexor, okay? Up and down. And then lastly, to improve your ability to have overhead movement, we have to open up the chest and the lats armpits area. So this one, we're gonna come, you're gonna lay on your left side, okay? You're gonna put the roller into your armpit right here, okay? Left arm is gonna be extended, right arm is gonna be on the roller, okay? Press into the roller and move up and down into that armpit, okay? Now what you want to check out to see is if there's any tenderness. If you roll, pushing your chest into the roller as you go up and down, that's going to hit more of your pec minor than your lats, which can be kind of sensitive. Also your serratus anterior. So you're going to be doing pec minor, serratus anterior, which are like kind of the breathing muscles, if you will. And then we'll roll back to get more of that teres minor lat tricep area back here. And you can push forward a little bit more to get more down in by the lats area, by the rib cage, okay? So those are your basics as far as warming up. If you have any questions or concerns about those, feel free to reach out to me, and stay tuned for your, the next video is gonna be your dynamic warm.